This story begins in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm Emily.
Try to find a place to go get them to fix the tire.
And I'm Ellie.
We're not getting out of this house.
When we were freshmen at the University of South Carolina, we decided that we wanted to travel the country and talk to people about how they define success. We spent a year and a half preparing, planning our route, finding places to stay and people to meet, and getting our trusty vehicle Stand the Van ready for our journey. What began as a quest to show what success meant to people across America turned into our own personal journey of growth and understanding.
From the East Coast to the West Coast!
We traveled 8,500 miles in 30 days, hitting 18 states, meeting countless amazing Americans, and regaining faith in our country and its people. This is the Chasing Pavements project. We took off with Stand the Van from Charlotte to St. Augustine, Florida, to start off our coast-to-coast road trip.
Great people.
Great people. Okay, we are eating our very first alligator sausage.
We did so many things in 24 hours.
We did 12 interviews today, which we're finally raring up, finally getting into it.
This morning we went to a really great breakfast place called
Slim Boogie?
Slim Doggy.
Oh.
Shoot. We're just so excited about life. Like, if I ever get down on myself or anything, it's like I can think about this moment right here.
We're here in Austin, Texas. On our journey to find out how America defines success, we asked people on the street 4 questions. After we got the hang of interviewing, we heard many different definitions of success. The first question was, how do you define success?
Okay. So what we're trying to basically do is get people to tell their story. I mean, that's
Okay, so we're trying to get the different definitions of success, right? So it's different for every person. So the question is, what is your personal definition of success?
Well,
Alright, so what is your definition of success?
success, huh?
Success would be achieving something.
What is your definition of success?
Well, I've been trying to think about that a lot lately. Not exactly sure what I want. I hear a lot of people say that being successful is being happy.
I know, being happy.
Be happy in what you do and don't be sad about things.
I'd say just happiness, right?
I would think it would just being happy with your life. Yeah, finding happiness.
And if you're happy doing that, whatever it is, then you're successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then what makes you happy?
What makes me happy?
Oh, we're living it.
Yeah?
Yes.
It took me a long time to realize that, life can be very simple and wonderful, and it's just living for the moment and being good to people.
Love people and be loved by people.
To be proud of what you're doing.
You find what you really love, and then to step from there to there and have the courage to do it.
Success is being right here in the Grand Canyon.
Paying the rent with something that you love to do, yeah.
Obviously, money makes that a lot easier.
Your definition of success.
Money.
Obviously, the common answer would obviously be money.
Success isn't really measured in your bank account. That's what the Dalai Lama says.
To me, life is more about experience than achievement. But I'm broke, so don't quote me on that.
broke but happy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
but it don't really matter if you are rich or poor.
Relationships, I think, are the most important thing.
That's really the most important thing, is our connections to one another.
Having a family and raising some kids, not going to jail.
I have 3 wonderful kids. And to me, that's everything.
I think as a parent, your first definition of success is raising your children, have them become successful enough to take care of themselves.
Enjoying what God created for us and being able to show it to Him.
You guys are happy? That's awesome.
Driving through West Texas.
This is the only thing on the radio, but we love it.
We like it a lot. We know there's certain things about each other that get on each other's nerves. Or sometimes I just am not sure she knows all the traffic rules, which she probably does, but it makes me nervous, and then it makes her mad, and then it makes me mad.
Right, and then it gets a little tense for like a couple seconds, and then we get again. I thought that I was good at losing things. Turns out
I'm better.
I'm always better.
Yeah, but like to try to keep the big picture of our friendship is more important.
We are driving to Carlsbad, New Mexico. We haven't crossed the border yet, but look at this cloud.
We're now the only people on the road that I can see. Yeah. I don't know if it's because there's a severe weather warning.
This storm will impact FM 652. The severe thunderstorm will affect the following, reducing damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour.
I trust Stan.
Oh yes, 100%.
100%.
.8.
Just kidding, it's 0.8 miles.
It's very steep.
It's very steep though.
What are times in your life when you felt most successful?
Oh, goodness. I guess right now, you know, I'm doing what I love.
When I realized I could afford having a dog and I finally got one.
So I'm on the University of Colorado ski team, so that was actually pretty fulfilling.
When I was fully independent of my parents, now like what are you going to do with it?
Probably when I got my college degree and started teaching.
Artistic endeavors whenever I've completed like a project that I was really interested in.
When I'm like the kindest to people. Moments of my role in parenting and in my role as a wife.
I was in the military, so serving my country.
So I'm a combat veteran, so I suffer from PTSD, and it's hard to feel have any self-worth. Is the only time I'm with my son. Like the day he was born is probably the greatest day of my life.
I'm a cancer survivor, and so that was huge.
My junior year I studied in South America, and so being there and like sitting on or like being in some random waterfall or something in South America and being like, holy crap, like this is what I'm doing with my life and it's all because of my choices that I'm making, I think is a really it made me like happy, made me feel successful, and made me realize exactly like how much I've already done and how much there's still left to do in the world.
The like first promotion and that sort of thing, where I felt like what I'd been going to school for forever finally was sort of paying off. I just
struggling for a while, working hard, and then opening my own business.
Finally, for the first time in my life, after many years of working for many other people, I'm working for myself and for my family.
What are specific moments that you felt most successful?
I would say getting accepted to college.
When I got my PhD, I was a first-generation college student, so that would be my success. Cool. So I'm done.
Finding my soulmate.
And then I got married, just had a baby, and that was a huge success.
At the end of my work day, when my children are still in one piece and they're happy and peaceful.
I did a good
job. When we won the section championship.
Horse competition. When I figured out how to use my chopsticks.
Probably right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
I think right now I feel fairly successful.
The life that I'm living right now, working on an organic farm 4 days a week and here 1 day a week and living in a Zen community and making $350 a month.
For me, it's right now. Like now.
Right now.
Nothing beats where I am right now.
Because if I die tomorrow, don't let anybody cry. Because this is it. This is as good as it gets. So.
We're just excited about California. Yeah, we're spending a whole week in California.
If you're gonna send traffic somewhere, it might as well be LA, I guess, you know, because that's
I guess
where the traffic.
that is the thing to do in LA.
Yeah, send traffic and get scammed. I want to get us some music for the ride. We're riding in silence.
Yeah, but we're talking to the camera right
I just
now.
got it fixed. Alright. Anyway. You should drive so carefully on this road, Ellie.
Oh my lord. What in the world? Why in the world did they make a street like this?
Okay, we're in Yosemite, and we're about to walk up to the lower falls. I don't know which one's which, but we're in the valley right now. It's getting exciting. Hello. Hello. Mist in our hair. This is awesome. I haven't like sat down and thought about life yet, and I'm starting to get to that point now. I'd love to be a person that just like can take things in stride because I deep down understand that it doesn't matter.
Something that you're sad about, something that you're mad about, something that you're frustrated with isn't going to matter in the grand scheme of things. Knowing that you made an impact on people and that people are better because of your existence.
Always try to be at the root happy. You can have a sad moment, but don't be at the root sad.
Don't get so caught up in yourself.
But be confident, love yourself.
Don't let what you think other people are thinking
of you affect your perception of yourself. We always are like scared to interview, we don't want to do it, and then we always like feel exhilarated after the fact.
Really, that's so true. Did you have a childhood dream of what you wanted to do when you grow up?
I did. I've always wanted to be a mommy.
I kind of want it to be like a tree stumper.
Oh, a tree stumper?
I wanted to be a basketball player, then I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I wanted to be a stockbroker.
You know, the typical, like, you know, playing the NFL or, you know, MLB and go to the moon or something.
I used to want to be a pilot. Be in the NBA.
I wanted to be an astronaut.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
What did I want to be when I grew up? A psychologist, actually. And did you achieve it? No.
Rock star, of course. Not really. I want to be the president now, to be honest.
I can't believe. Well, I was convinced when I was about 5 or 6 years old that I could grow up to be a tiger. And no matter how many times people told me, no, that's impossible.
Right.
Of course, why would it be impossible? You just grow up and you're a tiger. You just say you can be anything you want.
I always wanted to be a pilot for some reason. Get rich and have a family.
I always wanted to write fiction, so like for television would be ideal.
You want to be a police officer? You want to be a choo-choo train conductor? You want to eat candy? Yeah, he wants to eat candy.
Songwriter and a dancer.
Childhood dream was kind of just being an engineer, taking stuff apart, fixing things, problem solving, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing.
I never really dreamt to be a doctor or a lawyer, but more to see the world.
Have you gotten to?
I've gotten to see a lot of it, and there's so much more to do.
I want to be a hippie and live on the beach, you know, and fish and chase girls. That was kind of my dream when I was young.
As a little kid, that's what I wanted to do, and then after that, I just stopped caring, really.
That dream is like definitely on its way to being
my reality. So
Awesome. No, I wanted to be a queen, so that didn't work out.
After a beautiful morning drive out of Yosemite, we ran into a little mishap in the Nevada desert.
So far, Nevada's, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, we found this sign right here. It says Big Dune. So we're gonna turn down this road and we're gonna show you guys Big Dune.
Stan is stuck, and this is us in the middle of the desert, stranded. Towing company.
Towing company's coming.
On the way. We're still in the desert. Hour 5 of this.
Hasn't changed.
Take that in.
We made a mistake.
We made a miscalculation.
We miscalculated. After a long, incredibly, you have no idea, difficult day, look at that. That is the Vegas skyline. Alright, we got it. We haven't looked at maps very often, to be honest.
They're surprisingly helpful.
We do like Boulder.
I wish we could spend more time
place.
here.
I feel like somewhere you gotta get to know. On May 20th, 2013, an EF5 tornado struck Moore, Oklahoma, taking 24 lives and devastating the city.
We were able to adjust our route to make a stop in Moore 3 weeks after the tornado, where there is still much work left to be done.
We're in Moore, Oklahoma. We're gonna try to help out today, clean up some houses and things. Spent the morning picking up debris in a subdivision. Everything was in pieces. Wood just splintered in pieces, and furniture and fences and everything just strewn everywhere. And I'm looking through the rubble and I see this perfectly whole egg. We actually have it. Look at the egg. It's perfect. It's like the power of nature and God, and yet it can destroy so much and yet be so gentle with something so fragile. And now we're at the Plaza Towers Elementary Memorial. It's the school where 7 of the children passed away, and it's leveled. There's literally nothing left. People see things on the news, and even if they go and see it firsthand, they're like, wow, this is awful. You know, and they go back to their lives. Right. And we'll most likely do that. We're here, and we'll most likely go back. And tomorrow we have to go to Memphis, and you know, because it's so easy to hear it on the news and think about it for a little while, and it was all we heard on the news for 2 days, and then not much. Things are back to normal. They should be remembered. We've been talking about how life is so uncertain, especially at this time, and there's so many options, and there's so many ways to fail. There's so many ways to succeed. It's showing us that there's just so many ways you can go, and so you might have one perfect path, or you might have lots of paths that can take you the right way, and it's gonna work out. And we're young. It's encouraging. It's encouraging to hear that you can try something and fail, and try again, and you can do something you hate and then find something that you love.
your definition of success evolved from when you were a kid to now?
Oh, it's not as self-centered as it was when I was a kid.
As I grew older, realized that money and things was not success.
Health.
But yeah, having good health, travel.
And lots of
We've
love.
done a lot.
You know, I value different things. I think I probably valued material things more when I was younger, and I'm 35 now, and I started to realize that that's not really all there is to life.
I can be a millionaire with my mansion and not have a family, or I can be a New Orleanian walking down the street in the same Florida with a family, happy, and getting interviewed by college kids.
I wasn't really sure if I would be able to do the things that I did get to do.
What you start out wanting and what you're actually, the lessons you're actually given in life are not always the same.
You kind of have to like make mistakes to figure out where you actually want to go.
And it wasn't about getting a record deal or getting famous or making a lot of money. It was like I said, it was about making a difference.
When I got divorced, changed what I wanted to do, and became an artist.
At a younger age, like, you're trying to succeed to other people's standards, like I was saying, instead of realizing, you know, you do what's best for you, not what's best for everybody else.
Growing up has really showed me, like, there's different ways to be successful. It's not just you have to be 100% all the time.
I never did expect to have such a good family. You know, I come from a broken family and that, so, you know, all of this has been a plus for me.
I think everything turns out okay. As I get older, I realize that more and more.
And little by little, I accomplished that, and I'm to where I am now, which will be 74 years old tomorrow, I think.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
We've realized that we've gradually grown a lot.
Just like become more, I want to say, confident in ourselves and in our ability, and also in other people, and in our interactions with other people.
I just have this overwhelming sense that people are good, and that I want to be a person that gives people back faith.
Right.
That people are good.
We've learned that every car comes with a jack.
Yes.
Did you know that?
I didn't actually.
I didn't know that.
It feels like home out here. Like, it feels like natural to just be going to a new house. Like, we're in such a rhythm now of it that it feels like we've been doing this a long time. It feels like we belong out here.
We're really sad.
Because, like, the future is scary for us. It's a big open space where we don't know. But I feel like we're at a point now that it's gonna happen, and I might need to make a few choices along the way, but like, it's gonna be fine. And I just feel good about it.
May 19th, 2013.
Great day.
Great day.
History of our lives.
Of Emily and the Chasing Pavements. And the Chasing